Look at this example, guys. It says a height of 526 meters above sea level. It is just the way of representation. Now, if I am talking about this and say there is a mountain over here, this is at 526 meters and this is basically the sea, assuming. So what is he saying? He says that a height of 526 meters above the sea level is nothing else but plus 526. Because it is understood, therefore we do not have to include the plus. Similarly, if I talk about a height of 526 meters below the sea level, that means I'm talking about a height under this. Assume that this is 0 on a number line. All this is to the right hand side, all this is to the left hand side. So what is this? Isn't it 5 minus 526? That is the representation that he is trying to explain. Now, what is this? He says, can we write a decrease of 200 as an increase of minus 200?
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, the statement says we write the decrease of 200 as an increase of minus 200. What is he trying to say? He's saying if I have made a loss of 500, I can say I've made a profit of minus 500. He's saying that these two statements are exactly the same.
No.
Even though he is taking the opposite of it. Look, profit is usually represented by plus. An increase is usually represented by plus. A deposit is again represented by plus. But these are all increases, profits and deposits. Now decrease is represented by minus. A loss is represented as minus. And a withdrawal, that is when you remove money, you're again subtracting certain money. What he's trying to say is if I make a profit of minus 500, is that possible? What do you call it? You're just putting it in a different way, but it means that you made a loss of 500 because loss means below 0. Instead of saying a profit of minus 500, I can just say loss of 500. Instead of saying I have withdrawn 1000 rupees because it's a subtraction, he's saying I have deposited minus 1000. It's just a way of saying what does it represent? 500 as profit, sorry, a loss of 500 is a profit of minus 500, because guys, you remember this plus into minus is giving us minus, plus into plus is giving us plus, minus into minus is giving us a minus. That is a similar logic he's trying to implement here. If I'm talking about a profit of 500, a profit of minus 500, that means it's a loss of 500. Is this clear?
Sir, what I understood is, if we write decrease of 500 as increase of minus 500, they two are same, right?
Yes, that's what he's trying to say. And now, if I look at the last one, he says the free. Yes, Yashika?
So, so I'm gonna say why negative numbers are less than 2 numbers. That's because positive.
Yashika, I can't hear you.
I think
Positive.
we are unable to hear you.
Minus 5.
Yashika, we are unable to hear. Can you please reconnect?
So that's it's less than.
Yashika, we can't hear you at all. Your voice is breaking continuously. Please reconnect or check your internet connection once. Okay, guys, the third example says, he says that the freezing point of water is 0. Again, we're imagining the scale as 0 degrees. He says the temperature of 25 degrees above freezing point. That is, he's going up. So that is 25 degrees. the temperature of 25 degrees below freezing point. That means it's getting colder. That is under it. That is minus 25 degrees Celsius. That's what he's trying to say. He's saying that minus 25 degrees Celsius is colder than 0 degrees.
Sir,
It's
someone
also
else
colder
is trying to speak and there is a lot of background noise. I could not understand what you are speaking.
1 second. Yashika, I think you should mute yourself. There's a lot of disturbance. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Neha, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What he's trying to explain over here is that minus 25 as a temperature is colder than 0 degrees. It is also colder than plus 25 degrees. That is what he's trying to say. If I take 0 on the number line, he's saying 25 degrees above freezing point. That is above 0 is plus 25 degrees, or say 30 degrees or 40 degrees or whatever. And the temperature below freezing point means that it is getting colder. That means minus 25 degrees is colder than 0. Minus 25 is less than 0, right? So similarly, minus 25 is also less than plus 25. He's again trying to explain the number line using real life examples. That's the only difference. Are we guys clear with this slide?
Sir?
Yes, Neha?
Sir, I think what you have, sir, can you please, which slide? Sir, can you please go back to the slide which we will,
Yeah.
So I think these two are same examples, but the sentences are different, right?
Exactly.
The same
Exactly.
logic.
Correct. It's the same. He's just trying to tell us how it can be used differently in the real life. As simple as that. He's talking about a sea level example, or he's talking about a temperature scale example, etc., etc.
Sir, deposit of rupees minus 1,000 means we didn't have deposit anything, we could say,
Okay.
right?
Can you, okay, if I'm depositing a negative amount, is that even possible? Can I deposit minus 100 rupees?
No.
If you take a piggy bank, or if you go to your bank, can you deposit minus 100 rupees? Can you deposit a negative amount?
We could not.
We cannot. But can you deposit 1,000 plus 1,000 rupees? You can, right?
Yeah.
But can you remove or withdraw 1,000 rupees?
1,000 rupees we could, yeah.
I can withdraw it from my piggy bank or my bank. I can withdraw that 1,000 rupees. That same withdrawal, a withdrawal is a negative. That means it's a subtraction. So instead of writing withdrawing 1,000, he's telling I'm depositing minus 1,000. It is not actually possible. You cannot deposit minus 1,000. It's just a different way of saying it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it's just a different way of saying you cannot actually deposit a negative amount, can you? Negative is huge because you're subtracting it. If you already have 10,000, you can withdraw 1,000. That's what he's saying. You want to put it in a different word or in a different form, he says you're depositing minus 1,000. That's it.
Okay, sir.
All right, great. Now, before we start with our problems, this is the last concept that we have. It says absolute value of an integer. Now, what does this mean? For example, let me take the number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. If I have the number line, now, what does absolute value means? If I have 0 as a point of reference.
Sir, can I tell?
Yeah, Pragya says the sign does not matter. Now we have to, yeah, that is right. It is simply ignoring the sign. But what is it trying to tell us? With respect to 0, 0 is our point of reference. Any kind of distance, either to the left or to the right, that is the absolute value. We do not consider the sign over here. Absolute value does not take into consideration the sign. It just tells you the numeric value or the units. Yes, Vamika?
So your voice is breaking.
No, it isn't.
One second. Maybe somewhere.
No, sir, it isn't. It's a Neha's connectivity issue.
Okay. Absolute value is just.
Sir, for a minute only.
Sir, can
Okay.
I say something?
Yes, Vamika.
Sir, I couldn't hear properly for 2 minutes. It was my connection, not your connection. But
Okay.
now it's fine. So, sir, after the slide you were doing, based on before this, what was the slide you were doing? It was based on that question. Yes, sir. After that, what did you do? Because I couldn't hear properly.
Yeah, after that I came to this absolute value of an integer. I said that this is the last concept before we start solving problems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what is the absolute? If I take the distance of any integer on the number line from 0, that is the distance of any integer from 0. 0 is our point of reference. It can either be to the right, it can either be to the left. Irrespective of the direction. It does not matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because we do not have a sign. If I'm saying I am moving 3 units to the left of 0, 3 units to the right of 0, that's all he's trying to say. He's talking about the direction, the distance of any integer from 0. That is all he is talking about. That is giving us the absolute value of an integer.
Sir, I didn't get the absolute value of what you have given as isn't clear for me.
Okay. If I have the numerical value and I ignore the sign, that is called absolute value.
So you are asking to ignore which sign? That's my question.
No, you should simply ignore the signs, both the signs, positive and negative.
Okay.
Okay, so all I'm trying to say is I am a person who's standing at 0 and I'm saying I moved to -3. I'm ignoring the sign. All I'm trying to say is I moved 3 units to the left. That is all he's trying to say.
Okay.
Okay, if I am over here and if I arrive at 4, what is it? I've moved 4 units to the right. He is ignoring the sign. How do you represent the absolute value? If I'm talking about a as a number, if I say the absolute value of a, I am going to put it in these vertical lines or the vertical columns basically. And what is it going to be? What is it going to be? Positive, negative, what? Is it always positive?
No, it isn't positive or negative.
Good. Can you tell the reason?
Why? Because absolute value, if we want to get the absolute value, because we will never think is it positive or negative. We will just say 3 steps to the left or 3 steps to the right.
Correct. But now, can you tell me what the absolute value of 0 is? If I'm standing at 0 and then I end up also at 0, what is the absolute value?
Nothing.
It is 0 itself.
Yeah.
Now, is 0 positive or negative?
No.
0 is neither positive nor negative. You guys agree with me?
Yeah.
Therefore, the absolute value, can it always be positive? No.
No.
What does it say? I can say that the absolute value can only be non-negative. Why? Because absolute value of 0 is also 0, right? And when we start numbers from 0, what do we get? We get the non-negative values. You remember whole numbers are also called non-negative numbers?
Yeah, so.
Yeah. So if I have the absolute value of 0, what is it? It is 0 itself. And 0 is neither positive nor negative. Therefore, I can say that the absolute value of any number will always be non-negative. Always positive is wrong.
Sir, that time when you asked a question, I was answered about the absolute value of integer. Was that correct?
Which one? Which question are you talking about?
I told that we don't tell like positive or negative.
Yeah, exactly. That is right. Because we are ignoring the sign directly.
Okay, sir.
So there is no positive or negative in question. One second. I think there's a video I can show you guys. One second. See the screen? Guys, can you see the video?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What is the absolute value of -3? The number is -3. It is represented using vertical bars to the left and to the right of the number. This thing here is read as the absolute value of -3. The absolute value of a number just tells us its distance from 0 on a number line. If we have a number line like this, where will -3 lie? It will lie here. The absolute value of -3 is just asking us how far is -3 from 0. 1, 2, and 3. It's 3 units away from 0. It's simply the distance between -3 and 0, and remember that distance is never negative. We cannot say that it's -3 units away from 0. As the distance between -3 and 0 is 3, we say that the absolute value of -3 is 3. What would be the absolute value of 3 then? The absolute value of 3 will be written like this with a vertical bar to the left and the right of 3. How far is 3 from 0 on the number line? Again, it's 3 units away from 0. The absolute value of 3 is 3. What will be the absolute value of -5? As it's 5 units away from 0, it will be 5. Absolute value of 12, it will be 12. Absolute value of
Were you guys able to hear what was being played in the video?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Great.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you guys now get a better clarity about what I'm trying to say? That's exactly
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
trying to explain. The distance of any given integer from 0. 0 is our point of reference. Is the concept of absolute value also clear now?
Yeah.
Okay.